Hello friends, in today's class we will be making this plant pot. So without wasting any time, let's get started. First of all, I will create a circle and set the vertex value to 16. Then I will go into edit mode, press F to fill it and press I to inset. After that, I will press Shift plus R to repeat the inset. Now I will add a solidify modifier and set the required thickness value. Then I will add a subdivision modifier and adjust the thickness value accordingly. I will create an edge loop here using Ctrl plus R. Then I will apply the solidify modifier and right click to select shade smooth. Next I will create another edge loop here, and in face select mode I will select this face loop and extrude it. I will create one more edge loop here and then another one here. I will select these four faces, press Alt plus E and use extrude along normals. After that, I will scale them up slightly. I will create an edge loop in all these extruded faces and move them downwards. Actually, I will bevel these edges using Ctrl plus B instead. To design the pot, I will select this face, duplicate it using Shift plus D and separate it by pressing P. Now I will select this separated part, go into edit mode and extrude it. Then I will scale up the top face a little. I will create a supporting edge loop here and select the bottom face to inset it by pressing I. I will also create a supporting edge loop at the top and inset the top face as well. Then I will use Alt plus C to extrude this face inward. Next I will create another supporting edge loop here and select the inner face to inset it. Now I will press Shift plus A to create a new path. I will move it to this side and go into edit mode to adjust its position and shape. After adjusting the shape, I will go to the curve data tab. Then under the geometry option, I will set the depth value. Then I will go back to edit mode, select the last point, enable proportional editing and press Alt plus S to scale down the point. This will make the stem thinner at the end. Now I will select the first point and press Shift plus S to move the 3D cursor to first point. Then I will right click and set the origin to 3D cursor. Next I will go to the top view, duplicate it and rotate it. After that I will press Shift plus R to repeat the action. Since all the stems have the same shape, I will select them all and slightly change their shapes to add some randomness. Here I will fast forward the video a bit because I am just using the move tool to adjust the shape. I will select all the stems and slightly move them apart from each other since all their first points were in the same position. Next, I will select all the stems, right click and convert them to mesh. Now I will create a leaf. For that, I will create a circle and set the vertices to 16. Then I will go into edit mode, scale it up and move it slightly to the side. With proportional editing enabled, I will select this vertex and move it along the y-axis. Remember, you can use the scroll wheel to increase or decrease the influence of proportional editing. Now I will select all the vertices, go to the face menu and click on grid fill. If you don't get the desired result, try changing the span value. I set it to 4 and it gave me the result I needed. Now I will select these two edges and bevel them using Ctrl plus B. Then I will scroll the mouse wheel up once to add an edge loop as well. Now I will select these two edges, disable proportional editing and move them down along the z-axis. Then I will press Ctrl plus 2 to add a subdivision surface modifier. Go to the modifier tab and set the levels value to 3. I will also add a solidify modifier, move it up in the modifier stack and adjust the thickness value. After setting the thickness, I will apply the solidify modifier. I will select these two faces and extrude them, then scale them down a bit. I will extrude once more and scale them down again. To add a slight curve to the leaf shape, I will select these two vertices, enable proportional editing and move them upward along the z-axis. I will also move these other vertices upward as well. Now I will set the origin to the starting point of the leaf. I think I should scale the leaf down a bit. Then I will press Ctrl plus A to apply the transforms. After doing that, I will need to set the origin position again. Now I will select a stem and go to the particle system tab and create a new particle system. I will choose here. In the number field, I will add 100. Under the render action, I will change the option from path to object and then select the leaf object in the object field. As you can see, leaf particles are now appearing on the stem. Now if you want, you can make further adjustment like changing the scale value and also setting the scale randomness value, which will add variation in the size of the leaves. I think the number value should be increased. I will set it to 140. Now if I want to add the same particle system to the rest of the stems, I will select all the stems and in the end I will select the one that already has the particle system. After selecting, I will press Ctrl plus L and choose copy modifiers. This will add the particle system to all the selected stems. As the modeling section is now complete, I will quickly create and apply color materials to each object. I am adding green color one by one since they are not too much objects. You can also use Ctrl plus L to link the material, which will apply the material from the last selected object to all the selected ones. After this, you can set up the lighting properly and adjust the camera view to render your scene. Because the main purpose of this tutorial was to focus on the modeling part. If you like to learn more about material settings and rendering, feel free to leave a comment. I will continue with this same file and teach you how to set up materials and render the scene. See you in the next class. Until then, take care and goodbye.